Understand that these laws is the beginning of knowledge, right? It helps you understand how this world is.
The people you've been learning the Bible from, they've been lying to you.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 28. And fear not them which kill the body.
You gotta understand, you can't fear them that which can kill the body. And a lot of us don't understand how much we fear the white man, right? When we come out here and teach, right, and we can talk about any other nation of people, but when the devil come up here and we talk about them, guess what? Blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people, we gotta save them because we've been conditioned to love them. We have Stockholm syndrome when it comes to these devils, right? And you don't understand how much of a fear that is, right? When you out in the hood, in the trenches, right, you can see that if you go over there and you're not from that area, they'll question you and say, why are you over here? But meanwhile, the devil can jog and have a good morning in those same neighborhoods. Why? Because those people don't understand that you've been conditioned through generations and generations of injustice that you innately fear them, right? You choose to follow their lifestyles than God's, right? God created them, but yet you follow a creation and not the person who created them. Understand that, Blacks, Hispanic nation, right? Understand that. Continue reading.
But are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him, which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
Listen, understand that, right? We're supposed to fear the person that can destroy our soul and our body, not these devils that's living on earth, right? Yes, they created these atrocities, but guess what? The Most High will get them back. Ask the Egyptians. We about to have a 57 Passover for our enemies, right? That the Most High came and slaughtered them, right? Because we decided that we was going to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, and the Most High had our back. When we get to that point, guess what? All these other nations who thought we was a joke, thought they could pick on us, thought they can destroy us, thought they could put us in captivity, thought they could keep pushing drugs in our communities, thought they could keep separating our families, right? Doing all those things to us. Guess what? The Most High is going to spin the block on them. The Most High is going to destroy them. And then we're going to have another Passover, right? For their destruction. Understand that, Blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people, we need our hedge of protection. And the only way we get our head of protection is if we fear the Most High and keep his commandments. Continue reading.
Verse 29. And are not sparrows sold for a farthing.
It's like, go to Proverbs 1:7. Right? Listen, man. One of the commandments is, right, have no other God before the Most High. And guess what we choose to do? Have another God before the Most High. We can see in these scriptures that God illustrates and tells us strictly things we should not do. Don't eat pork. But guess what? The devils told us to eat pork, right? And guess what we do? We just devour pork. And then the Christian church puts that same message telling you can still eat it as long as it's clean, right? Everybody understand that the Most High has given us laws and statutes and commandments. But the devil, the oppressor, the people that we are under because we choose not to follow the Most High, guess what? They keep telling us ways to destroy ourselves. You really need to understand that. This is crafty counsel. If America is saying it's right, believe me, Black, Hispanic, and First Nation people, it is going against the Bible. Understand that. Whatever America says is right is a damn lie, and it's going against the Bible. Continue reading.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 7. Fear the Lord is the beginning of knowledge.
Listen, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. When you understand that, right, you're not going to do these type of things. Look at right now that we about to celebrate holidays. How many times have we seen on holidays many unalive, especially here in Baltimore, right? Every holiday we get on the news that is an unalive. Why? Because we're not supposed to be celebrating those things. But when you fear the Most High, you gain the knowledge and realize I'm not celebrating that holiday, right? I'm not even going to be nowhere near it. And guess what? All the unalivements and the punishments and the judgments for following that holiday, guess what? Will not come to you because you didn't participate in that. Understand that these laws is the beginning of knowledge, right? It helps you understand how this world is, right? Continue reading.
But fools despise wisdom and instruction.
But that's the problem. Blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people, fools despise wisdom and knowledge, right? We became fools, right? The ISUPK come out here and teach y'all the law, statutes, and commandments, but we rather run and do whatever that makes us comfortable, even though we know that it's destroying our people, right? We quit to say, we understand that hear that we're not supposed to sell drugs, and we'll quickly teach our kids not to do it, but meanwhile, we're still practicing it. Why? Because we are fools that despise knowledge. We already know what's wrong, but we will accept it. Why? Because we love to be comfortable in this land of captivity. Right. America, all it does is wants you to be comfortable. Meanwhile, it destroys you. It allows you to sleep thinking you are able to do something, right? And then it destroys you. This is the place of wickedness. Understand that this is the place that should be destroyed. And America will be destroyed, right? World War III just happened. Understand that you need to get on the right side of it, right? Before it's too late, Blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people. Let me get 2 Timothy 3 and 4, right? A lot of our people need to understand that and need to realize what's going on, right? You need to realize that the ISUPK, these brothers out here are trying to save your life and let you know how you can get out of these conditions, right? I know we don't understand, and I know a lot of us see, that's the problem with the Christian church. It's such a virus, right? Because they done lied to us so much that even when you see somebody speaking the Bible, we walk around saying we don't even want to hear it. Because there's been so many lies, it's been so many destruction, it's been so many, and that goes for all the religions, right? A lot of us decided, you know what, I'm not even going to believe in God. I'm going to believe in the great democracy of America, right? And ask all those people, Blacks, Hispanics, who decided to vote, right, for Trump, ask them what's going on when ICE pull up, right? They thought that democracy was the way we're going to get out of these conditions. How many people know people who say, listen, vote? Vote. That's the only way you're going to be able to fight these conditions. And guess what? Blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people, we still here, and it did not work, right? Understand that, right? Can you read it for me?
Time. There's a book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3, verse 4. Traitors, heady, high-minded. This is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3, verse 4. Traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures, more than lovers of God.
Listen, we love our pleasures more than we love God. That's what we became. The Most High said we are traitors, right? Because we choose that. Think about this. The Most High has done so much stuff for Blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people, right? He done destroyed nations, right? He done built this up. He done made the world to the point that we are above every single nation. And guess what? We still decide to follow everybody else. That's a traitor. The Most High has done everything we need him to do, right? And we still decide to follow behind somebody else. That is considered being a traitor. And the Most High is letting us know our actions has decided to allow us to become a traitor. You don't want to be a traitor in the Most High. Because when they go down, right, that's when you're going to become fearful. That's when you're going to become fearful. When the situations hit the fan, right? And it's crazy that we all understand that, right? When something crazy happened in our life. Now we want to sit and cry to the Most High, right? Now we want him to bless us and help us. But guess what? We was a traitor because we decided not to follow his laws. So understand that, Blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people, right? We got to understand that this is the way that you're going to get out of the condition. If it's the other, and if you choose any other way, you're not going to get out of the condition. We're still going to be stuck here. We're still going to be marching down the street singing, we should overcome. We're still going to be in these voting booths swearing that something's going to happen. We're still going to see stories of our daughters and our sons being touched by pastors. We're still going to start seeing stories, right, of all these other religions still destroying our people. Until we understand that fearing the Most High and keeping his commandments, right, until we put that a part of our life, we still gonna be in these conditions, Black, Hispanic, and First Nation people. I know you gotta understand that, and I know you tired. Let me get slide here. Let me get Proverbs 1:22. Right? And this is a heavy point. A lot of times these other preachers and these teachers, they don't actually tell you the truth. They don't actually give you an answer to your question. Right? We are giving you an answer for a solution of how you should be able to get from the conditions that you're in. Right? They haven't been giving you a solution. All they've been telling you is pay your tithes, right? Shut them doors. I need my 50 G's, right? That's what they've been telling you. And hopefully, and you've been sitting there praying, hopefully that something will happen. But guess what? Still in those conditions, it did not work. Right? And understand that, right? How many times we decided to wear the hijab, right, and pray 5 times a day, right? None of that stuff has helped. We thought selling oil, right, and selling bean pies and papers was going to help our people. Guess what? It didn't help. We still in those conditions. We still out here selling drugs, right, doing drugs, right? But I thought if we practiced the Islam and Christianity, that those things was going to help us. Then why are we still doing it? Why are we still in these conditions? Why are we still high, right? Why are we still selling drugs? Why are we still out here unaliving each other? Because it didn't work. It is a lie, right? All it is a tool that allow you to be able to be okay with doing whatever you want to do, right? Understand that Black, Hispanic, and First Nation people.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 22. How long, ye simple ones?
How long we gonna be simple, right? How long we gonna be simple? The scriptures are illustrating what we should do, Blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people, to get out of this condition. Aren't you tired? Right? Aren't you tired, Blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people? Right? We are choosing to be simple. Right? It's simple. Keep his laws and keep his laws and fear him. That's the answer to the test. We in the ISUPK are giving you the answers to the test. Right? Understand that. But we choosing to be simple. It's a cheat sheet. Right? We all done took tests before. We all decided to cheat. Right? We are giving you the answers. We are giving you the answers. Right? Use it. Use it. Blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people. All right?
How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
How long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity? Right? Understand that, Blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people, right? It is a formula, right? Fear the Most High and keep his commandments. That is the whole duty of man. Once you do that, right, you will be out of your oppression. Until you understand that and until you take heed to that, we will still live in these conditions. And with that, we are the ISUPK out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. And we've been teaching Blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people. We are the real Jews of the Bible. And with that, shalom, Baltimore.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're one